Can you
Hey,
can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry,
I
I
use
had
my
started
phone.
again.
I think my phone's like broke.
Oh no, yeah, I can hear you really good now. Hey, I'm gonna pause it for just a minute so I can run go get the bed. Oh, but I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. I'm
That's
just gonna
fine.
pause it or I'm gonna stop video and sound because when I stopped the broadcast, it like made me create a new event. But yeah, and it'll record this too. So then you can share it with all of your builders and just have them fast forward to the part, when we actually start talking and all that. But
All right.
okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey,
Hi, ladies. Whoa, Nelly, my volume is up high.
Ashley's not here yet.
Oh.
She is here, but she paused it for a minute.
Oh, got you.
I just figured I'd sit here in case anybody joined.
Cool. Okay, well, I'm going to set my phone down for a second because I have to put some stuff away.
That's fine. I'm just sitting here in case someone joins.
Hey, I'm here. Sorry,
Hey,
girl. I just had my mic and camera turned off while I was messaging people and trying to get everyone on board.
Yeah.
You know, it always takes people, like, the first time you do it, always takes people a while to figure it out, and then after that,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
every year I go through that.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Jess is like the Google queen. She knows everything Google because she uses
I know. I'm still trying to figure out the whole. I'm trying to figure out the whole drive. I still can't figure out the drive, but I'm getting it.
Oh, God, drive is amazing. Just stick with it because if you get to it, it'll just be like such a God saver. I turn everyone onto the drive. I like move people's whole businesses over to the drive. Like, it's just so helpful.
All right, Tammy's jumping in a little bit, and then Carla's trying to get on right now.
I have my laptop turned on. That way I can try to message people in the group still.
That's smart. Donna said she's about to jump on. I know Jessica Foster was going to join. Let me message her.
And you said it's recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I told a few people about it.
Yep. So we'll just tell them where to fast forward to on the video once we actually start. Oops.
Figure out on here how to mute it when I'm on my phone.
Okay. Jess, you might know this. Okay, Carla says she can't get past the screen where it says "Welcome to Hangouts." Hang on.
Is she? Maybe she's not signed in. Let me see.
It says "Welcome to Hangouts." Get started.
Says, yeah, she needs to get started. Let me write her back. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally listening. I'm just going to put a few things away. So if I can help, just shout out and
Well, her screen says welcome to Hangouts. So she just needs to get started and join it.
Yeah, she has to get an account if she doesn't have one.
So she's just tell her to sign into her Google account. She does have a Gmail account. I got it, but it's not opening.
I think that's old.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell her to check her text. Why does it keep doing that? Oh. We should have done a Zoom call.
I know. The only thing with Zoom is that it's the free one is like a limited time amount. It'll cut you off.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, Zoom screwed me once, but I didn't know that. I was like, shit. I was not prepared.
That happened to me too, Jess. Okay, this is really funny. This actually happened to me on a call with Rachel Holland, okay? It was Rachel,
wow.
yes. And like a bunch of my builders, it was like this big, you know, like I had gotten like 10 builders together and we were on a call with Rachel Holland. And I'm like, I thought it said that you had like 40 minutes or something. I'm like, that's plenty of time. I've got my topics down. I'm just going to ask her these questions. Well, at like 20 minutes, all of a sudden it says this call is about to end. And Rachel's talking and it was like, do you want to buy the service? So I was like, yes, just buy. So I put in my credit card information. I'm like, what am I going to do? Like have this cut off in the middle of Rachel talking?
Oh no, that's hilarious.
So I had this subscription for like a few months, and I actually did use it like a few more times after that, but then I stopped using it, so I canceled it. But I did like it. But yeah, they'll totally get you all of a sudden, like in the middle of your call, they're like, it's either ending or you're gonna put in your credit card information.
Yeah. I was not prepared for that. I was like, whoops, sorry guys, we're off.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I couldn't do that to Rachel.
No. No.
Donna, I see you. Donna, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey.
Hey, everyone.
We are, hang on. We're getting everyone logged in. Carla is trying to hop on right now, and there's a couple more people that are supposed to be joining us. So we're just hanging.
It shows Carla on text, not video now. Did you see the
really?
text just come through?
Uh-uh.
I did. Hold on.
Yeah, she's on the chat version.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
On the phone, there's two. There's the chat, and then there's the video. On the computer, there's them together.
Oh, wait, I see her now. Carla, I see you.
Yeah.
There she is.
Sorry, it took me a while.
No, that's okay. Hey, girl, hey.
You did it, Carla. Yay!
Carla, Donna is here, and Jessica Parks, and Sheena, and I. And we're waiting on Tammy is going to join, but Tammy's going to jump in later. And there might be a couple other. I know Jessica Foster wanted to join, and who's Nicole Hudson? Is that yours, Carla?
Yeah.
She wanted to join too. I sent her a message, but with a link to it.
I'm sitting in the office. The rest of the people are asleep.
Oh, and then Jessica Foster too. All right. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we just get started now since we have a good group of us, and then we'll just see who hops on. We might just have to message them if anyone's having issues jumping on. But if you guys are good, then I say let's go ahead and get started.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and Carla, I was telling them, and Donna too, this is recorded, so what we'll do, because it's been recording since we started like a little bit after 9, so whenever you play it back, like if you have a builder you want to send it to, just tell them what mark to start at, like at, 9:22, so like 22 minutes in or whatever point it's at, and then they'll be able to watch everything, so.
Okay.
Kind of cool. All right, ladies, so you guys just feel free to jump in whenever with your thoughts and all of that. But so the main purpose for tonight, I wanted to get, since we didn't have a local builders meeting this month, I wanted to at least get some of us together just to chat about fall and growth since we're already in September. And typically September, October, November, and December, like those months are the biggest ones for growth. So if we start planning now and kind of brainstorming together and helping each other achieve goals for December, that'll build a lot of momentum on our teams. So tonight we'll just kind of talk about all things fall and ideas for growth, things that we've seen that's worked for us in the past, and ideas for just how to keep going, how to keep momentum going, what, if you're not getting any signups, things that you can do to get them, and how to encourage your members, how to get people on ER, all that kind of stuff. So we'll just get going, and then you guys throw in your tidbits too as we go along. So, okay, so let's talk first about members. When you're not getting signups, what do you do? So when you are in like a dry spell, which happens to all of us, where we've gotten all these signups, and then you get to that point where all of a sudden it's like stagnant water, like nothing's coming in. You know, everyone that you know, like in your immediate circle, has either already signed up or told you no or whatever, and you feel like you have no place to go. Where do you get the people from, and how do you create a new kind of pool of people? So here's what I've found, and then this is where I want you guys' input too, because you might do stuff differently than I do. But when I get to that point where I feel like, okay, no one's signing up, like I haven't gotten signed up in a few months, I start putting myself out there into new circles, because I can't expect people just to come to me and show up at my doorstep. So I know that I need to expand my network. Now, I am not a pushy, salesy person, so I don't go just and talk to people and say, hey, you want to talk about Young Living? Hey, I'm a Young Living rep. Hey, I just go make new friends with the intention of just making new friends. So for me, that means going on play dates, you know, meeting people at the library, meeting people in the store, wherever, joining new homeschool groups, going to a different Bible study at church, that kind of stuff, and just connecting with different people. And, oh, Tammy can't join.
I got it.
Thank you. So just putting myself out there and connecting, constantly connecting with new people with the intention, honestly, of just making new friends. And if Young Living comes out of that, then that's a beautiful thing. But I never do it with the intention of, okay, I'm going to spam this person to death and they are going to join Young Living, because that's just not how I am, and that would feel awkward for me. So, but by doing that, I will tell you that every time I do that, I meet these people that have, you know, health issues or that are looking for business opportunities, that kind of stuff. So it's a win-win. So that would be my number one way to say, if you're not getting signed up, start branching out of your circle, meeting new people, you know, whether it's joining clubs or whatever, connecting to your kids, or, you know, like if there's people at your kids' school that you haven't connected with and you have them over for a play date, that kind of stuff. Guys, my vent is really, oh no, it's not. Actually, it's just the shadow. I'm like, that looks nasty on my ceiling. So that would be my number one way, is just start branching out. What?
Hold on, that may not have worked. Jessica,
hang on, let me invite her by email.
Okay.
Okay. Just tell her, message her and tell her that I just invited her by email so she can check it.
All right.
Okay, and then the other thing, you already have a huge network on your Facebook. That is a ton of people that you don't see day to day that are watching. So just by starting to post more, hey, there's Tammy.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey.
Hey.
I texted Leah McPhee, but I haven't heard from her, but I did send her the link.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so Tammy, we're talking about when you are not getting any signups, what you do. So, what was I just saying? What was I saying? I talked about meeting new people. Oh, Facebook. So the other thing you can start doing is being consistent with posting on your Facebook, because you will start having all these people, you know, that you went to high school with or whatever, that, you know, were at a previous church you were at or just in your past, all of a sudden start, you know, watching you and messaging you. So the rule for Facebook, which most of you guys I think know this, but if you don't know, the rule is 5 to 2. So you do 5 personal posts per week to every 2 business posts. And your business posts, do not make them salesy or spammy. I always recommend just taking a picture instead of posting an image like from Joyful Oilers, instead of just reposting one of those. Take a picture of that oil. Like if you're talking about Stress Away and what it did for you, instead of putting up a picture of Stress Away, you know, the image with text, take a picture of Stress Away on your counter by your diffuser and post that, and then put up a personal story like, today was crazy with the kids, that kind of stuff, because that's what people want to see. They want to see your life, and they want it to look, you know, authentic. So if you are not getting signups, start posting on your Facebook twice a week. Just put up a post, whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything big. Just keep letting people know that you're still doing Young Living. You still love your oils, they're still working for you, and you're still there to help them. Because if you stop posting, it'll make you look inconsistent and not dedicated to the product, and then they'll forget about you too, that you even are a distributor for Young Living. So what else do you guys have to add into that? How to get, when you're not getting members and you are at a standstill, what do you do?
I have a link that I like to post up every once in a while, a picture that talks about samples. If you're wanting to try something, to let me know. And it's like, it just says, you got questions, I got samples. And I've gotten a few good responses from those, because sometimes you have people that really want to ask you something, but don't really know what to say. So when I post that, I usually get about 1 to 2 people asking for samples. I mail it to them, and usually have those 2 people, at least one of them, sign up. Once they get the samples, of course.
That is so smart. What will you post that in the message thread with all of us? Donna, I don't think, Donna, I'll add you to that message thread. Or actually go to the video that I posted in Joyful Oiler Business Babes. Will you post that in the comments? Or actually just do a new post and just tell people what you just told us, how you post that.
All right.
In Joyful Oiler Business Babe. That way we can use that image. That's a really good idea to put that up. What about you, Tammy, Carla, Jess, Donna?
Yeah, I mean, I've gone out and at the same time and done samples, but I also look for places that I maybe could do classes. So like I've started doing them at the Y, and then look for vendor events and things like that, and we've had success doing that.
Yeah, Carla, you're always really good about that, about finding
I am
places to teach.
so bummed, we could have had the one in Jacksonville at the Southern Women's Show, but yes, it's just not the right time to do that. I can't do that by myself. So.
No, but you know what? That would be so awesome to do with like a big group and have like people on shifts, kind of, like do a couple different people every day. That'd be
absolutely, because that one's 4 days. It's not 3 days. It's Thursday through Sunday too. So
that'd be a lot of new people.
Yep. So I had to let that one go.
Yeah, that's a lot for one person to be doing. Way too much. Anything else to add into that when you're not getting any signups, when you are stagnant? Tammy, anything?
I can't talk very loud yet because I'm still feeding the baby. He's almost asleep. I promise in just a couple minutes I will actually participate.
Okay, Tammy, you're totally excused. Tammy, I'll speak on your behalf. Since you can't talk, you can't make me stop, so I'm going to. So Tammy, she is really good about posting stuff on her Facebook. And there was one month where she put up a video. It was like a video of RC, if I remember right. And she was like outside with her kids talking about like what RC did for her. She got like 9 signups that month or something crazy. It might not have been that high. I might be like making your fish bigger right now, but it doesn't even matter. We can't come back and say no. So,
no, I think it was like 8 or 9. I remember that. She got like 8 or 9 people that month.
Yeah, it was something crazy. And it was just a real, authentic, like, post. I think it was like a live video or just a video she posted. And all these people were like, oh my gosh, what is that? And Tammy's also like established herself as, a kind of go-to healthy mama in her area and has a good connection of other moms. So all that kind of ties together, like if people know you, trust you, know your heart, and you've connected with people around you, then they're going to be more receptive to you. So kind of just goes back to just connecting with people and being real and being authentic. So, okay, well, if you guys don't have, Tammy, feel free to come back and add to that too once you are able to talk. Okay, so let's
talk. I'm sorry, I just wanted to tell you, there's somebody here looking at my wood stove, so I'm not going to be talking for a few minutes until they have a chance to, I don't want to ignore them, but I'm listening and just making sure they don't need me.
You're totally fine. Okay, so Sheena, I want you to head us off on the next one. I'm totally putting you on the spot, but you're so good at this. So with your current members, we all know that ER is what totally rules your rank in your organization. If your people are not on ER, then you don't have that consistent income. Then you are a salesperson, as we just recently heard in a video that Sybil posted, and it made so much sense when I heard that. If you're just selling kits, then you are a salesperson. You're constantly going to be selling kits to make your income. But if you're teaching people about, switching out products and about essential rewards and the value of that, then you have residual income and you're not having to work for it every month. So Sheena, talk to us about ER and your secrets with getting so many people on ER.
The only secret I have is just pure passion. I've seen the results to getting people on ER, and it seems like once you get them on ER, they don't want to leave ER. So it's more just talking about, sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice, but I'm trying. So it's more or less talking about just how great the program itself it is and turning it around and making it beneficial to them. So instead of making it sound like, oh, you have to buy something every month for $50, you explain it to them in a way of what Sybil once said. It's almost like, what was the word she used? Almost like one of those boxes that you get in the mail every month. But this way you get to choose your own stuff. So it's like a wellness box. So as long as you explain it, something like that, and also let them know all the benefits to it as far as the points you get back. I mean, 10% is big. And then you also get the oils at 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. So when you start explaining to them more of the benefits to benefit them, as opposed to just it's $50 a month and you have to buy stuff, I think they tend to listen better. I just met up with some lady today, and she is a oil user already. She signed up with me at Home and Garden, and she's been using oils for years, but she never committed to an actual company. And at Home and Garden, she decided to buy a starter kit. I talked to her today, and within talking to her, explaining to her essential rewards, the first thing she said was, well, I'm at least going to sign up for that for a while and see how it goes. That's what you want to hear, because once they sign up, they do not want to lose essential rewards because they start getting excited about new things and trying new things. So I think once you explain to them how beneficial it is to them, and also how easy it is to cancel. I think that's people's biggest thing. They get scared to cancel. But when they realize that if they can just call Young Living and tell them they want to cancel, Young Living asks no questions. So as soon as I tell people that, they're like, oh, that's wonderful. Well, I'm going to try it. And I have to say, I have about at least 75% rate of people signing up within the first month of getting their starter kit.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, that's huge. And then Sheena, sorry, I'm gonna totally strain your voice for you tonight.
But fine. Just know it's gonna cut out, and I'm gonna sound like a teenage boy. But
we won't
good.
You. Also, you're really good about supporting your members too, even your ones on ER. So will you tell us exactly what you do to support your members on ER so they stay excited?
Yep. So every first of the month, I go online, and obviously in Joyful Oilers, I post about the essential rewards things for the month, the promos. But I also individually message each one of my essential rewards members on Facebook Messenger or email if they don't have it. And then I show them the promo and let them know, explain a little bit about it and talk about how great it is and all the different promos. And then I actually go a little bit further, and about 2 to 3 days before their orders process, well, every day I kind of check it and see what their orders are at. But about 2 to 3 days before the order processes, I'll message them if they're close to a tier. So if they're at 160, I know it's $30 away from the 190, but I explained to them about those oils you can get at the 190 PV if they just add the extra 30. And I always turn it around if you don't want to, it's not a big deal. I just didn't want you to miss out on these $50 worth of oils if you just add 30 PV more. I usually cut it off about 30 PV though. I don't really push too much further than before. Hold on, why does that keep popping up? Okay. I don't usually push much more than 30. So if they're around $80 or around 155, 160, around 230, I'll message them and let them know how close they are to a promo right before their ER processes. Sorry, like I said, I sound like a teenage boy because my voice keeps cracking. Oh, my phone's dying. Okay.
Oh
All right, we're fine. We're good.
no. That's awesome. Hey, Leah. Leah McPhee just jumped on. I see you, Leah. Leah, you shut off your camera. Girl, don't put up your glamorous profile picture and act like that's what you look like right now. Come on, join the rest of us and put up your real face on the camera.
Okay, are you ready for this?
We're ready.
I realized that I was gonna be on camera. My husband's telling me to shush right now, and I'm like, oh, I just got out of the shower and
Tammy's nursing the baby.
You look great.
Thanks. I can't figure out the sound on this. I can hardly hear. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
I can hear it in my ear, but I can't figure out how to put it on speakerphone.
Hit the screen, and there's like a speaker button. I had to do it too. See it?
Oh. Thank you.
Did you find it?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much.
Wait.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I forgot about this meeting, and I didn't even see it on our thread, so I kind of had no idea. I did not know what your text message was about, and then Tammy jumped on Marco Polo and told me. Anyways, so continue now.
Oh, sorry. Well, we haven't been going for that long, but Sheena was just talking about how to get people on ER. Sheena has a crazy good sign-up rate for Essential Rewards.
Yes, I need that.
Well, she okay, so this is going to be recorded, so I'll send you the video when we're done and just go back and watch what Sheena talked about with Essential Rewards.
Okay.
Another thing, I was going to add in about Essential Rewards too is I tell my members at the same time, if they sign up within the first 3 months of getting their kit, I actually send them an oil from myself too.
Good incentive.
Yeah. But I do this all in person. So after they get their kit, I meet up with them in person. I bring samples. Like today, the lady I brought a sample of lavender lotion, orange blossom facial wash, sandalwood, and one more. I don't remember what the fourth one was, but I brought 4. Showed her those. So it's all about getting them samples too. And then, like I said, explaining to them the benefits of Essential Rewards. And like I said, offer them an incentive hey, if you sign up, within the first 3 months, I personally give you an oil just as a thank you from me for joining the program. Well, the wellness box, not the program.
I like that. I like Rachel Hall.
Hey, Tammy.
We think
Hi. Here I am.
There you go.
I also like how Rachel Holland explained it with Sheena. You showed me her video that she did on Essential Rewards, and that totally changed the way I explain it too. I explain it now that it helps you budget your monthly purchases. So rather than having to spend, $100 at a time because you ran out of 3 of your oils in your starter kit, just start budgeting $50 a month and stock on them just a little at a time. And then you can also add in products you want to try and use your points to buy those products that you want to try for free. So I think a lot of people like that because they have that mentality of I don't want to spend a lot of money on this. It can be expensive. So if you help explain that, hey, this is helping you budget, don't go crazy and just, which eventually they probably will start meeting those tiers because they'll start trying other products and diving in further. But at first, they just spent $160 on the kit. So when you explain hey, this is there to help you save money so that you're not running out of your oils and then trying to approve a $200 purchase with your husband, that kind of thing. Just break it up into monthly purchases. So
that's almost always, I was going to say, that's almost always how I sell it. And there are, my ER percentage is not 50 or 70%, but it's okay. It's pretty good. And that's exactly what I say. I'm like, this is how you're going to budget, because trust me, once you get these starter kit oils in your life, you are not going to want to be without Thieves, lavender, peppermint, Digize, even though it smells disgusting, is so incredibly effective. You're never going to want to be without these things. And so this is how you're going to budget it. And I said, this is how you're also going to be able to start doing some replacement buying. And I give them my rotation. I'm like, so month 1, I'm replacing these oils. Month 2, I'm replacing this oil plus getting my household cleaner that I use for everything. Month 3, I'm getting my skincare, my face wash and moisturizer. And then the next month I'm getting my makeup, all the things. So I kind of go through with them a little bit of a schedule of how I replacement buy.
I actually do the same thing on month 1. if they ask my opinion, I say, all right, month 1, let's do this. You're automatically going to run out of lavender. I promise you're going to run out of lavender on your ER. And then the next thing is you want the cleaner. I give every member a bottle of the cleaner. Like I make up a bottle for them, but every member that signs up with me gets a pre-made bottle of the cleaner. And I say, you're going to want this. I promise you. Month 1, I already get your ER set up. You got those 2 things and you're hitting your PV and you're getting, $5 back in points. Month 2, I kind of talk to them more like you said, and I talk about like, once I bring the samples of like moisturizers or lotions or washes, I'm like, now by month 2, you're going to have already tried those washes. And I guarantee that Orange Blossom facial wash, you're going to want that. Like it's amazing. So month 2, that's going to be on your ER. So go ahead and add that and add lavender because you're going to need another lavender. I promise you, you're going to need another lavender by then. And people are like, oh yeah, I can see it already happening. So just like you said, Tammy, if you just show them what they're going to need. I mean, the lady I just met up with today has had her kit 2 weeks and she's used half a bottle of lavender.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I do. I pretty much hand out, I give a little gift to everybody. And the Thieves Cleaner is a big one that I put in there.
What else do you put in your gift, Carla?
I guess whatever. If I've made something like a DIY, I'll do that too. Like the face cream or something with shea butter, but whatever essential oils I have too, I'll add that in there. And sometimes, of course, I'll ask the person, if they want it associated like with pain or sleep or something like that. A big one that people come to me for is the cedarwood and lavender for sleep, for insomnia, and it works great.
So is this an incentive to get people on Essential Rewards? Like you offer certain things?
Mine, not really. Once they order their kit, I say, hey, when your kit comes in, let me know so we can meet up at Starbucks, wherever you want, because I'm going to bring you some gifts. And it's more or less just like thank you gifts for signing up for the starter kit, but it's also getting new products in their hands to get them to want to buy them. Because if they just look up and see the Orange Blossom facial wash, for example, is $45, they might be like, oh, that's crazy. That's way too much money. But once they used it and they see how great it is and how little they have to use, they want it. So it's more or less like just ways of getting stuff in their hands as thank yous. And I actually use my ER points to buy all that stuff. So it doesn't even come out of my pocket. And that Orange Blossom facial wash, I could probably give out, I don't even know how many samples, 100 or more, and just in the little lip gloss containers.
That's great.
So it's more or less just like a thank you for signing up type thing. For signing up for the starter kit, not for ER, just for the starter kit.
But you said you give them an oil if they sign up for 3 months. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
For ER?
Yeah. If they sign up within like the first 3 months of ordering the kit, I give them an oil. Well, that's what I tell them, but I give them an oil no matter what. But I just try to get them to do it within the first 3 months. But if they take longer, I still give them something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that too. I started doing that. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a full bottle oil, not like a sample. I do like a Vitality.
Like a Vitality,
15, yeah, 15 or less something. And I let them pick out of a list of like 10 things.
I like that.
Yeah, I think too, just switching your mentality when you're talking about ER, because it can be awkward when you're first starting because you feel like you're like talking them into some kind of monthly auto ship thing that they're not going to want. But if you just switch your mentality and realize that you really truly are helping them budget their purchases and helping them get toxins out of their house, and if you're excited about it and you really believe in it, it's going to be a lot easier to talk about, because that was my huge block when I first started. I was on ER because I had to be on ER for business, which I liked it. I liked the products, but I felt weird talking to people about it because I knew that they were on budgets, and I felt like, oh, here's just one more thing to add into your monthly, purchases. But once I finally grasped the concept that, hey, no, this really is helping them and it's helping getting toxins out of their house, it is saving them money, it was a lot less awkward. So sometimes it could just be mental blocks too if you're not getting a lot of people on ER. just do a self check. And do you really believe in it? Are you passionate about it? Or is it awkward for you to talk about? Does anyone else?
I was just going to say, I had a friend that is a consultant for lots of different businesses, and she's currently working with a large doTERRA team. But anyway, but she was saying that how you approach things is so important, because removing the awkwardness on your end it isn't awkward. It's not awkward to talk about the business opportunity. It's not awkward to talk about ER if you just have a confidence about how you approach it. Where you're not begging or asking, you're just stating a claim. Like, nobody can deny something that you know to be true. And if you're just stating the truth as you know it about the benefits of ER, or about how great the business opportunity is, or something like that, you remove all the awkwardness from it. In how you approach it. So even if you need to practice in front of your mirror to say, like, first do some introspection and see, how do I actually feel about it? Do I feel apprehensive about ER? Do I feel apprehensive about the business opportunity? Because at one point I did feel apprehensive about the business opportunity, and I had 0 builders, 0, because I felt awkward mentioning it. I was apprehensive and still, like, feeling it out. And then I just had an epiphany, and I was like, no, this is an amazing opportunity. This is an amazing company. I would not want to do the business for any other company rather than this. And so when I kind of gained my own confidence about it, I was able to talk about it. And within a couple of weeks, I had people that were like, I want to be part of that too. From 0 to like 4 people that wanted to be a part of it, because I removed the awkwardness on my end. And that's definitely applicable to ER, big time.
Yes, for sure. Even talking to people about the starter kit, like random people that you meet, like your new friends or whatever, like we talked about earlier, removing those blocks to where when something does come up, their kids are coughing or sneezing, removing those internal blocks that you have to where you feel totally comfortable saying, hey, have you tried these? Because that could really help, prevent those viruses or whatever, without that, those kind of mental blocks that you get where you're like, no, they're going to think I'm salesy. They're not going to be my friend anymore. I'm going to be that awkward person. If you remove all of that, then suddenly you do see results, maybe like what you're talking about. It makes a huge difference the way that you think. The way you think totally determines how your business is run. So anyone else have something to add? Jessica Parks, do you have anything?
Other than a fabulous haircut, Jessica has a fabulous haircut.
Seriously, it works for you.
She's so pretty. She's so pretty.
I know.
I'm so out of my element right now. I apologize. Like, I'm taking everything in, but I'm also really overwhelmed today with the amount of stuff that I talked about with the house. So my brain is kind of doing 2 things, and I'm trying to be like, oh, I think of something to interject, but then I'm listening and trying to like. So I don't have it for you right now. Sorry.
You're totally fine. I did not mean to call you out like a teacher that's like, and Jessica, are you paying attention? I just wanted to make sure you to jump in when you want to.
But there's been so many good ideas that I'd either thought of or had heard before and didn't come back to, or have heard fresh. Like, I haven't really given a gift because of people getting on ER before, and that's a no-brainer. So I'm a little disappointed in myself, but writing that one down.
I haven't thought of it either, Jess.
That was Sheena's idea, and I started doing it, so I totally just copied her. I copied Sheena with a lot of stuff with ER. So Sheena came along and totally taught me how to do essential rewards because she was so confident about it. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? I was like, oh wait.
And I'm not salesy. I'm not salesy. I was one of those people. Sorry, my phone's almost dead, so I'm on the ground now.
You're not salesy, Sheena, but you don't take no for an answer.
No, she doesn't. But it's not offensive. It's not like
no, not at all. But
yeah,
you don't take no for an answer.
Well, I don't take no until they say it. You gotta say no.
Yeah.
You gotta actually say the word no.
Yeah. Or give me that weird look, and then I'll be like, all right, well, that's when I offer the freebie. When they say, I'm like, it's no pressure, but if you join, I'll give you a free oil and free shipping off your first order. Sign up.
Full order.
You're going to sign up right now. I already got your order. Let me help you while I'm here. I actually help people sometimes when I'm there sign up. So, because they don't know how to. So I just help them.
Tina's like, I've got my computer right here. Look at that. It's already go.
I did.
I love it.
Well, I have to say, Ashley taught me that after everybody gets a kit, you should meet up with them face to face and show them how to order.
Yes.
So I bring my computer or my phone and I show them how to log in and order, and I make quick order more like, I'm like, what you can do is, you can log in and just go to quick order and order something there, or rewards. And then I go into my spiel.
That's perfect. Okay, so I know that people will start having to jump off soon, but I did want to talk about too, just different creative ideas that you guys have for growing this fall, different things. Like I know Sheena and I, she messaged me about doing an online make and take. This week she was talking about doing that, which was totally something new. I hadn't even ever thought of doing that. But she was saying, I think I might try this where I send people, their products in the mail, or give it to them or whatever. And then, they pay, like, including shipping and for the products and all that. And then we do like a live interactive make and take online, which I thought, it's kind of fun and something different.
I have a lot of people out of town, so I was wondering, like, I copied your fall make and take for people where we come to you, but for the people out of town, I thought about, what about the make and take in a box?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, like the $7 shipping box.
Yeah, put the whole.
Yeah, I was gonna charge like $16, which would cover the $7 shipping box, and then $9, and make 4 things, and mail it to them. So I'm gonna mail them like the little sample containers, plus all the containers. I just have to all fit in a $7 box.
I was just thinking about that today. Put it in a box and just ship it, and let them do the
and then an online live make and take.
Mm-hmm.
Where you show them how to make it. That's really smart. The one thing with those make and takes, that honestly, like last fall, I grew so much, but honestly it was because of the make and takes. And it wasn't because, people were making those products and were like, oh, I need thieves because this smells really good. It's because I did 101 classes at the beginning. So they got all the education first. Then the make and take really served as just time for them to mull it over and talk to their friends, and then get
just fun.
Built up. Yeah. And like, oh wait, you use thieves too? Okay, tell me your story. So while they were making those products, they were talking about everything that I had just talked about in the class. And then we'd go around, and talk to them while they're making the products. What do you think? Do you use oils at your home? It just gave us more talk time. So then by the end of the night, people were ready to sign up. So that's really a fun way to get people to host a class, because it's more than just a class. I know sometimes when you ask people to host a class, they're kind of like, eh. But if you say, hey, do you want to host a girls' night and make a bunch of fall products, and show them what they can make, then they're more likely to say yes to it. And then you just tell them, okay, at the beginning of the class, we'll do a quick little 101, and then we'll go around and start making all the products. Everyone goes home with something that night.
I've only done a few make and takes, but I embedded the 101 like directly into it as I was like explaining while we were making it. Try to use starter kit stuff and everything, and I automatically can't talk about oils without educating anyway. So it just like really organically became a 101 the first time, and then I just realized like that makes sense. But I haven't done make and takes in a long time, so I need to get back into that.
Yeah, that's really smart. The other thing too, which Sheena, if you're still okay to talk, and Carla, you too, because I know that both of you, I say Sheena because I know that she was telling me the story from Home and Garden with, what's the doTERRA lady's name?
Christina.
Yeah.
Christina. Okay, so Christina at the Home and Garden show, she was at the doTERRA booth, and she's like a diamond with doTERRA, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A diamond.
Okay, so she was sharing wisdom with Carla and Sheena on how to get class hosts, because her big thing, she said, you have to get class hosts from your classes. That's how you keep growing, is by getting networks of your friends' networks and going on that way. So she said, if you're not getting hosts from your classes, then you're doing something wrong. So tell everyone what she told you about how to get those hosts at the classes.
With the keychain, the new info she gave us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So one, she's amazing. And even though she's doTERRA, like she's amazing. Like she will tell you everything you need to know to like grow your business and be successful. And when, sorry, just to go back on her, but when her member that was with her, her builder that was with her on the way home said, why would you give these girls all this information? She said, God has blessed me more than I could ever imagine. Who am I to stop somebody else's blessing? I will tell you everything you need to know to get you the same blessing I got. So she's amazing.
Yeah, she's awesome.
But she said that her newest thing that she's been doing, and it's been very successful, is she gets like those little keychains. I know Carla has them, and they hold like 8 or 10 little samples of oil. So what she does is when someone signs up for a class or to host a class, she gives them one of those little oils, like a sample bottle of oil. And she talks about the keychain the whole time she has the keychain. So when I come to do your class, she said, we're going to come in, you're going to get this keychain. We're going to go over all the oils of the kit. And every person you bring you're going to get oil for every one of those people. We're going to put in your keychain because this keychain's amazing. You could take this keychain, put it in your gym bag. You could take this keychain and put it anywhere you want, and you'll have this keychain. So this keychain will have all your, yep, that's it. Yep. So everywhere you go, you'll have this keychain. So by the end of her conversation, she says, you know, the people are dying for this keychain. And so she gives them one oil per person that comes to the class, regardless if they buy, and it's just the sample. So she puts about, I think she said 10, she said like 20 drops, but you know, she has a lot more money than us. But she does about 20 drops per sample, 20 to 30. She said that people under her don't do that, but she said out of like, what did she say, Carla? Out of 20 people that she had signed up for classes, she had at least half of them, and each person brought like more than enough people to fill up that keychain.
Yeah, because they want to know, but she also, before she leaves, she has a sign up, and she actually has essential oil bottles there. And she's like, anybody who signs up for a class and she makes them commit to a date, they leave that night with the essential oil bottle.
The sample bottle, right?
Yeah.
The sample, sample. They don't get the keychain though till the day of the class.
Yeah.
And she doesn't put a limit on it, but again, she has a lot more money than us. But she said people under her usually put a limit, like you'll get up to 10 free samples or something.
So like the whole time she teaches.
Keychain looks like.
Do what?
I don't get the whole keychain thing. It's an actual like keychain with samples on it.
Yeah, Jessica, open it up.
Jessica, talk so that you go big on the screen.
Okay, sorry, yeah. You can also click on my image down below, but this is the keychain. So this one holds 10. I have a whole lot of these. Some of them hold 8, some of them hold 10. So and they're usually about $10-ish. Yeah, and so then you just choose each one. These are the like, oh, sorry, where's my camera? These are like the quarter dram, not half dram bottles. So that would be like the key to kind of keeping it cost effective. There are bigger and smaller bottles you can put. I don't have it. Here's like the difference. This is like the half dram, like the quarter dram. So it's smaller. Well, that was the same size, but the other one's down here somewhere. Anyway, yeah, if you get the different sizes, then, sorry, I can't see where my thing is. Then you need less oils for them, and they don't look empty.
Huh.
You can also dilute them too. You could do like 5-10 drops, and like if it's a little quarter dram, you could do like 5 or 10 drops in there, and then dilute it. That way, it's full, but you're not having to use a bunch of your oils, because that would get costly fast if you're like putting your pan away. 40 drops of your pan away in a bottle.
Honestly, I usually dilute mine. I go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
But what's nice about it is they're getting all, like, if they bring 10 people, they're getting samples of all 10 of the oils in the starter kit before they get the starter kit. So they're able to start already loving the oils before the starter kit even comes in, which brings you back to ER. Once their kit comes in, they're going to want more. And then you bring up the ER. Not then, once they get their kit.
That's true. Yeah, so like the big thing is just hyping it up, right? Isn't that what she was saying? So like the whole time you're teaching your class, you're talking about the keychain, you've got it in your hand, you keep
you're
saying
holding the keychain, you're showing them the keychain. Yeah.
So by the end, they're like, we want a keychain! Everyone wants a keychain! Okay, cool.
And let me just say really quickly too, because I know that it can get overwhelming when you start thinking, okay, because I've talked like with Leah, who's on with us, who's one of my builders, and we've talked about this. And then I know Ashley and I've talked about this, that you could pretty much find someone who is successful, like really successful, building their Young Living business with one of any 100 ways, right? Like somebody's building their business solely online, like teaching online classes. Someone's building their business solely through their blog. Somebody's out there only teaching classes. Somebody's out, and then there's the mixer. I guess I'm a mixer, but like, and so the bottom line is like, these are the patterns of successful people, but you don't have to pick any one person and do it exactly how they do it. Like, don't be afraid to bring your own idea to the table. You know the people in your network, in your market, you know the things that might appeal to them. But at the same time, if you're feeling inhibited or lacking inspiration or ideas, then these are the people that you follow, these people that are hugely successful. You take some tools from their toolbox. But honestly, I just think it's the passion and the confidence with which you do any of the above. Like, pick your thing and master it. Like, and then don't forget about the whole point of this is residual income from the perspective of you are truly helping these people. You are blessing their lives with this whole new way of living. But the key is to get them on it and keep them on it. So the whole residual income. So without ER, there's really nothing. And I liked how Sybil the other day had said, hey, look at the people in your downline that aren't on ER. There's your warmest market ever. I really like that idea. But I will say, like, sometimes it can get overwhelming, but I think that one of the most important things I feel like I'm taking away from our little talk is that introspection of the confidence I have in what I'm representing, whether it's the starter kit to begin with, getting on ER quickly thereafter, possibly the business opportunity or whatever it is. Take and pick from all these people's toolboxes to put in your own, but just do it and make sure that you're confident about it and doing it with the right motive.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree.
For sure.
Yeah, it definitely has a lot to do with your confidence, and really there's no magic in any of it. It's not like there's magic in a keychain or magic in the fall make and takes. It's all in how you do it, in your attitude, and in your expectations for yourself too. If you set your expectations high, you're going to perform higher. So yes, a lot of looking inwards. Thanks for adding that in, Tammy.
Yeah.
Alrighty, ladies, this was really fun. I'm glad that we did it this way this month. It's kind of fun to get everyone together, like all around the globe. You make it okay to say all around the globe, Jessica.
Can we like all pretend like we're holding hands? Hold on, everybody.
Now in Colorado.
Before we go, I had a quick question.
Yeah.
Have people ever heard of a company called Poofy Organics?
Say it again.
Poopy?
Poofy, Poofy Organics.
No.
A friend of mine just signed up to be a representative for them. It's another company, but they have everything. Like they have baby products, essential oils. It's like the whole gamut like we sell. And I'm looking through the product, and I've never heard of that company before, so I just didn't know if anyone.
I've never heard of them, Donna.
Yeah.
That's interesting. As essential oils become more and more popular because they're kind of becoming a fad, like obviously like Walmart has them now, and like Bath and Body Works has them now too, don't they?
I think
yeah, as they become more and more popular, I assume that there's probably going to be a lot of companies jumping up and trying to recreate that. So it doesn't surprise me, but I have not heard of them before.
Okay. Well, like they had makeup, and they just have everything, all the same kind of products that we have. So I was just wondering.
Yeah. No.
And Donna, with that, like I would just keep going back to the seed to seal if people are curious about that and saying, oh, but I can get this makeup over here for cheaper or whatever. You know, I would just stress the fact that just because it says organic or natural or mineral or plant-based or any of those things, it is not created equally. And that would be your way of, you know, kind of opening their eyes to educating themselves, because I'm not saying nobody else can do it as well as Young Living, but
nobody can.
they're struggling to.
Yeah, and having all the farms and all of that and getting to visit the farms. I can't wait. Ladies, we all need our own picture standing in the lavender field. So we can go, look, I've actually been to the lavender field.
Yeah.
I'm teaching
and then
my
can we get a
first
group picture?
101 class, friends, this Thursday, and as it gets closer, I'm kind of nervous because, I mean, I know you don't have to be the most educated, but I'm like, like people are coming and I have to talk about it, and I'm nervous.
We're all nervous on the
Joe is
first one.
more than anyone else knows it's coming to the class.
Do what? Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
you know
except for
more
Tam.
than anyone coming to the class, so
Yeah.
you are the expert in that class.
That is so true.
Good point, Donna.
Good point. Yeah, and
Yeah,
you know what?
You have Tammy there as your backup. So anytime, you know, you start to get nervous, she'll be there to jump in. Ashley always did that for me. If Ashley saw my face that I was starting to like pause a little bit, she would jump right in and talk about something else. So you got Tammy. Tammy's the best.
Sometimes I would just jump in to distract and be like, oh, look at my baby. It's not like I necessarily always had something intelligent to say. It was just, let me just fill the air here.
If you have your kids, you can just kind of look at them and say, oh, hold on a second, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure your kids are there so you have a reason to be like, oh, hang on, baby.
Tammy's distraction enough, and my kids would totally like steal the thunder, so they're going to bed.
Hey, you know what? One time I was teaching a class and Tenley took an oil bottle and stuck it in her mouth and then screaming because her mouth was on fire because it was thieves. And so in the middle of my class, and this is how you dilute. If your kids ever stick it in their mouth, you just put coconut oil in there, and I'm like putting gobs of coconut oil in her mouth. I'm like,
Poor Tenley.
That's hilarious.
Poor Tenley.
No, I would be like, wait for it. It's going to numb in a minute. Wait for it. 5 seconds later. See how fast that works?
Okay. Yeah, but Leah, on a serious note, I would just, whatever part you're most nervous about, like the clothes was always really hard for me.
Yeah.
Just start doing in front of the mirror over and over. It really does help. Just start doing it over and over and over again. You can even YouTube, like look at Myra Yarborough is a good one. She has a really good clothes on YouTube that you can watch. She's super casual with it, and I'm watching her over and over again, and then trying to recreate it made me more comfortable with it. But yeah, people just honestly, here's the main thing that people are coming to your class to hear. They want to hear if it works, and they want to hear your stories. I mean, all the other stuff, the facts and figures, that's great, and your green people in the room will like light up and be like, oh, that's cool. But really, they just want to know, hey, what does this stuff do? I want to hear your stories. Like, what happened when your kid was screaming in the middle of the night because his stomach hurt? Like, oh, you put digest on it and he stopped crying within, 5 minutes? That's crazy. So just know that people, you're going to have higher expectations on yourself than the people coming.
That's true. Yeah.
All
And
right.
you have Tammy. She's the best.
No, Sheena.
You
I
are.
always make sure Tammy's at my classes because I'm just not 100% confident yet. So Tammy always has to be there. If she can't come, I'm not doing the class.
Leah's a natural. She's like Sheena. She's a natural.
Yeah, Leah, the way you do your videos makes me very unbelieving of the fact that you're not a natural. So just like doing your videos like in the classes, I'm like, who is she? She's just like, oh, hello, I'm an expert in essential oils. I'm like, she makes me look cheap. Like, she's just like a newbie. I'm like over here bouncing my baby and like turning over my words.
Guys, it's been fun, but I'm gonna say good night.
Good night,
Good night, Carla.
We'll be hopping off in just a minute.
Good night. My son is gonna be up at like 5:30 or 6. So
Girl,
I'm going to bed.
go to bed. Bye. Thanks for
Bye.
Okay, well, if you guys, does anyone else have anything
Figure
else?
out how to hang you guys up.
You should have a little hang up button, Carla.
Look at
Touch the screen.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there she is.
Just break your phone, Carla. Just break your phone. And it'll stop. Okay, well, seriously, guys, if we want to do this again, I'd be totally down for it because I like having everyone in it together, all over different legs.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I like it.
Yeah, good. Okay, well, does anyone else have any final thoughts, anything you want to ask questions about or say? Anything, any goals that you guys have for this fall that you want us cheering you on for?
Just growth, moving things in the right direction. I used to have it used to be 2 signups a month was, what I felt like was a realistic, but a good goal to keep my eyes on. And obviously more would be nice, but I think I'm just going to go back to saying, all right, if I can just get personally enroll 2 people each month, then I'm on track, because consistency is the key. Like, that's the key. Some people will get to diamond in 12 months because they're going to go out there and they're going to blow it out of the water, and they're going to sign up 20 people in their first month and keep going like that. But I will get there. I will get there because I will not stop pushing the car, and I'm going to keep going. And even if I just say 2 a month, 2 a month, 2 a month as my goal, and then if I start seeing that very consistently, which technically I have, so I probably should up my goal, then I should up it and say, okay, now 4 or whatever, But yeah, just consistency. I want to be very consistent and intentional in the way that I'm doing things.
That's good. Anybody else want to add in?
I would probably chime in with Tammy on the consistency. My life is finally getting to a point where I'm hoping. I mean, you guys are next time I come on here, I don't know what's going to look like in here. It's about to be painted. All the walls are going to be painted. All the floors getting ripped out. I'm learning how to do home improvement and repairs all by myself. But at the same time, other than that, all that I want to do is the oil business. I don't have school as well. I'm just flipping my home and doing the oil business. So hoping really consistency comes more easily than it has when I've been working 50-hour school weeks instead.
Yeah.
Amen.
Anybody else?
Oh, hi, Sheena. I can see your face now. Your hair does look pretty.
Doesn't my hair look pretty?
Thanks. My phone died, so I'm on a bad phone now.
You're good. I can still hear you good. All right, ladies. Well, we'll go ahead and end this then, and then we'll just plan to do another one of these whenever. I'm not a planner. I'm like, let's just wing it. But I mean, if we wanted to do another one again, next month, I think we should through the fall. Maybe just keep trying to check in and maybe try to do them once a month to just keep encouraging each other and get our new builders in too, because guys, we're going to get new builders. We are totally going to get new builders too. Leah McPhee, you're going to have some builders, and then you can get those on this call too. And Jessica Sparks and Jessica Foster is going to have new builders. I'm totally claiming it. So that would be good to have some things for them to jump in on, and because we just kind of bounce around ideas and feed off each other. And I always leave these feeling encouraged. Every time Rachel Holland would do them, I always felt like I left them with new ideas and inspiration, and
wow,
feeling like you're not alone too,
Yeah, definitely.
And now,
Yeah.
you're like the Rachel Holland now, Ashley.
Woo, woo! Except I don't make as much money. And you don't have to stress out if your Zoom call is cutting off with me. Okay, so I was real quick. So I was talking about earlier, I was using the Zoom platform to do a video call, and I didn't realize that it cuts off at 20, the free version only gives you 20 minutes, and then it makes you put in your card info. I didn't realize this, and I did a Zoom call with Rachel Holland, guys, and my builders. And then all of a sudden, at like 20 minutes in, it says like, this call is about to end unless you sign up for our services. So I was like, I ran, I got my credit card and was putting in my information. I'm like, I don't know what I'm signing up for, but I'm not about to let the call drop with Rachel Holland on it. Yeah, so I had Zoom for a few months there.
Awesome.
But anyways. All right,
We
ladies.
should invite Rachel. We should invite Rachel to next month. I bet she'd come.
Yeah, she would totally will, because she told me that she would do it anytime we wanted. And I only had probably like 10 people. It was 10, not, some of them weren't even members yet. They were just people who kind of wanted to look into the business. And I'm like, I've got a diamond who makes crazy money a month coming to do a call. And they were like, oh yeah, we'll come. So if you want me to ask her, if we want to set a date, ladies, for next month in October, and I will totally ask her, and I know that she will come. We can have her talk about whatever.
I think it would be really, really awesome because she's, I don't know, she's got a lot of great ideas and she's just a really cool person. I mean, she offered to like do like one of these with just me and my sister-in-law who is having frustrations with shipping. She's like, do you want to just like message her? We can like get on. I don't mind. I'll talk to anybody. You want me to talk with her about it? I was like, you are the nicest person. I hope I have as much time to dedicate to people like that when I'm a diamond. The nicest girl.
Yeah,
All right,
she
ladies,
is.
I'm gonna hop off. I gotta do some stuff.
She did.
Yep, let's all go ahead and hop off so we can go to bed. But okay, Tammy, why don't you I don't know why I'm saying Tammy, but why don't we message in that thread and find some dates for next month, and then we'll put it together. All right?
You're delegating.
All right.
You're delegating. It's all good. We'll get the date set.
Yeah. Get it done, Tammy.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, guys.